All right, YouTube, what's going on? Obviously, if you came from the reaction to the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre, welcome back. But if not, if you're just coming to watch my review, what's going on? Thank you for coming to the channel to watch. I pretty much, just watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm filming this review right after. And man, oh man, this movie was fucking scary as shit, man, honestly. An hour and 20 minutes, Netflix exclusive. Going in, I was like, why is it only an hour and 20 minutes? It's only on Netflix, so I guess that's why. I think like you can't really sell movie tickets for an hour 20. I mean, if you've seen something like that before, let me know, but I don't think that's very fair bang for your buck, I guess. But for like a movie, obviously you get to watch the comfort of your own home on a streaming service. It was pretty well done, and obviously a sequel to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which was interesting, honestly. It was pretty high budget. I think it was very high budget. I think it was very good. The story, I enjoyed it. In going obviously to Harlow, obviously you had Sally coming back and that whole fucking thing, and with the new characters, Melody, Lila, that guy Dante, R.I.P. bro, and all that, and it was just like whatever. Like it was kind of like a modern spin, obviously. Like going here, like influencers. We're gonna buy the whole town, and it was interesting plot and stuff. It's whatever. Like it's a horror movie. I don't think it's supposed to be a fucking Oscar-winning film or anything in terms of story or anything. It's supposed to stand for what it is. It's a horror movie, right? So it's supposed to be probably like a fun time, I guess, but. These Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies have always been like probably like one of the, if not the scariest ones for me, just because they fucking freak me out. I'm just counting like the slasher films, not like the Paranormal Activities, Insidious, and all that. I'm talking about like almost like just the horror, the straight horror, right? And Leatherface, like very scary in this. Like honestly, I think like especially now where you have the technology to make things look hyper realistic, it was fucking nuts. And I figured when I heard Sally was coming back, when we seen her, for sure she was gonna die. Because I literally just watched like Scream, and they brought Dewey back and all that, he died and all that, and just I think that's just how it goes. And but yeah, no, overall I think it was pretty good. I think is it one of my favorites of all these horror movies? Probably not. I'll be honest with you, but it was an enjoyable experience. I think. I definitely, if people like horror movies, I would definitely say just go check it out, I guess. But the one thing I want to say though about the hour and 20-minute thing, honestly, I think it was actually a kind of an interesting idea, because I feel like if they went longer, it's like you're just dragging on the story, and they're just like, hey, you know what? Let's just do a little plot, and then boom, get right into it. Get right into the fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Like kind of almost like the turning point with Leatherface and stuff. So. I don't know. I don't mind that. Honestly don't mind that at all. It's interesting. So, and yeah, no, it was cool. I think the ending I still don't understand. Like that actually fucking happened. I'm guessing obviously, but it just like I still can't like fathom that. Like what the fuck? It was like daytime. They got out. Then all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere, which you think he got an uppercut to the fucking chin, and he had shots to the chest, but the uppercut to the chin looked like he drowned. Like he was just done. And then all of a sudden, fucking guy comes up and fucking like good as new, like, and then fucking kills Melody like that right at the end. Like, what the fuck is this? So I guess it's technically open to a sequel. I guess with Lila, I guess they could. I mean, not a sequel. They could do another movie, I guess. But I mean, at that point, you're just just doing it just to do it, I guess. But I think the same sentiment could go for this movie too. So, but I'm not a horror movie aficionado or anything, or like connoisseur, but. I don't mind watching stuff, and especially watching for the channel. I think that was pretty funny for the reaction and stuff. So, and always trying to see, just always like to share my opinion, just what I think and stuff, and and then hopefully y'all can let your opinion known down below as well. Just have discussion in the comments and all that. So, but as always with every movie review, I always give a movie rating. For this one, I think I just give it just 7 out of 10. Honestly, like I feel like, I don't know, it was like a solid one. Like, it was whatever. It's a horror movie. 7 out of 10 I think is adequate. And it was alright. Like, I'll probably, like my cousin likes a lot of horror movies, so I'll tell him, yeah, you should watch it. Like, so that's about it, honestly. I don't really have anything else to say. But I honestly, I would love some more to be thrown on Netflix. More movies like this, because I enjoy talking about it on the channel for y'all and reacting to it and stuff. So it's a fun thing. So for sure. And but anyways, guys, thanks for watching my movie review. Let me know what you thought of the 2022 film Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Was it necessary? Did you think they at least did a good job that they did it? And did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? Was it one of your favorite horror movies, or like Texas Chainsaw Massacre ones? Just curious down below. Like I said before, little discussion in the comments if you want. Give me your rating as well. I would love to know. So, but before you leave, if you consider, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn that post notification bell down below as well. If you like this sort of content, you'll be notified for the next one that I do. And it's not just movies, not just TV shows. I do sports as well. And I even review like hats I get, sneakers, products, our podcast, challenges. So we do a ton of stuff. So on the channel. So you may find something you like, right? So anyways, guys, yeah, that was a solid movie. Definitely something that I actually ended up watching late at night. It's fucking like 1 a.m. right now. So yeah, can't go wrong with that. So but anyways, guys, that was my review of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 2022 version. Take care, everybody. Thank you.